still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. And I've heard you've been here before, but I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Babe, I wanna know, is it heartfelt or maybe just a little? Cause you don't really see me like you used to, but you hold on to me cause all you do is settle. I've heard you've been here before. Stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. But I don't stay the same, it's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusted to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. If I stay still, the thoughts of you are sinking. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. And I've heard you've been here before, but I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to. Stay close to me, babe, I wanna know.
That's for the after party.
Karaoke move right there.
Shake your shoulder karaoke move.
Grab the mic, lean to the side.
Hello.
Happy Friday! We've done it.
We made it to Friday.
I'm tired.
What a last
Is
couple of
this
weeks.
Not the longest freaking week though this week.
We say that every week. So do they just
No.
get longer every week?
It's like Monday and Tuesday were 15 days long, and then Wednesday, Thursday came, and by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It came
That
out real
is
quick.
true.
It was weird.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree.
I don't know why it was, but
Yeah,
that's how it was.
it was a little insane.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's all relative, right?
Sure.
Insanity is relative.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to have a baseline, and our baseline is just a little bit higher than some. So our baseline is like, oh, it's always like this.
True. That's
know?
the issue.
Yeah, everybody else is like, oh, so traumatic. And I was like, what? So you had to go pay rent? That's traumatic?
Sometimes.
I mean,
Just
we've been there before, but I think
Yeah,
our
rent is-
threshold is going,
Yeah.
all right, here we go.
Wait till this happens.
So welcome. Across from me is the amazing and lovely Sarah.
Oh, that's so nice. Across from me is Scooter.
Yeah.
Papa Scooter.
See, I
He's
get
pretty nice.
some days. And I think we'll get into that.
Oh, are we?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's that purpose thing.
But first,
But first,
let me take a selfie.
I was like,
kidding.
first for the breakdown, right? Is
Let's-
that never gonna get it, never gonna get it,
Let's cheers.
never gonna get it?
Cheers
Yes,
to us.
cheers to Sam Chase and the Untraditional, because that Slancheva is our
Salud.
favorite shot glasses. They're
Agreed.
the ones, for some reason, last the longest.
Why are you coughing?
It's whiskey, man.
What?
Man.
No.
It's whiskey, man.
Okay.
So yeah,
Jeez.
I've drank a lot. I've been drinking a lot of water. Especially like last night. I was up like 4 or 5 times.
To go pee.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because I drank so much water yesterday. I was drinking like sparkling water and then water.
Yeah.
Sparkling water. And then when you got home late,
Very late.
we stayed up even later and I had 3 beers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, my bladder was at like 4 a.m. going, dude, what's up? So,
Yeah.
it was intense. But it felt good because I drank a lot of water. No, here's why it felt good, because wearing the Whoop, here's why it felt good. I had about half the hours of sleep that I normally, not half, but almost.
Jeez.
No, I had like 3 hours less than I normally sleep.
That's bananas.
And I still had a good recovery.
Good for you.
I was pounding the water, bro.
Good for you.
Bruh.
I knew mine would be bad because I was traveling. I never
That's
stay
true.
hydrated when I travel. I try really
It's
hard.
Well, it's hard because you don't want to have to pee on the plane.
Yeah, I'm not peeing on the plane.
That's how I feel. Have you ever actually peed on the plane?
Yes.
It's-
When we went to
I can't even believe it.
overseas.
I can't even believe how, I mean, it's so difficult for me to do it. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Like, you can't hover.
No. You have to work your
You have to
onto
hit your
the
head
walls.
on the ceiling and
like-
hover.
yeah.
So it's like some part of your body is contaminated with something. I just sacrificed my head. And I lean my head against the rampy wall.
Yeah, I'm just not.
And I just push real hard because I don't want to touch stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I do it. I
We're just gonna hold
press
it
my
until
head
we get
against
there.
the rampy wall.
Yeah, no. Happy Friday, Bailey.
Happy Friday! So we're here. All right, let's get to it. I know we haven't seen you guys in a couple weeks. I think 3 weeks, 2
three?
weeks.
2
We're gonna get more consistent, and there's news coming. Why?
I don't know why he says that because now he just put it like it's never happening when you say it's gonna
Well,
happen.
it doesn't happen because I mean, realistically, we'll get to the logistics because I have to set up and tear this down every single time.
Yeah.
And sometimes that can be the
freaking bitchy.
small little factor.
I can't. Sorry. Our house is invaded by gnats. It's driving us crazy. Sorry. So if you see me lose my mind,
Or
just
or if you're listening to this
Squat
in
in
just
the
the
air.
audio, that just sometimes she'll cut me off and just say freaking rap, rap. And I was like, okay, it's not Tourette's.
friggin' midges is what I'm
Not that
saying.
I have. I mean, I
and
know
I
people with Tourette's.
apologize.
It's not anything against
Okay,
people who have Tourette's.
I will try to contain myself.
But no, there's going to be things we're going to talk about and announce.
Yes.
So, but first, Lever Consulting is our sponsor. As always, introductory consultation. Please check out Lever Consulting. If you're having challenges in anything that you're doing, like finances, trying to get a new job, trying to maybe take a few classes at a college, or even get your GED, or anything to that effect, fill out a resume, fill out an application, go to leverconsulting.com. Tell them, which basically go, hey, Lucy, Sarah and Scooter sent me. And she'll be like, oh my gosh, you get an introductory consultation. So you get an introductory consultation. She has helped us with. She's helped me. I mean, which when she helps me, it helps Sarah because I don't have to come to her.
Yeah.
In many, many, many ways.
Yeah.
So check it out. Leverconsulting.com.
.com. My next one, just said hi in the chat. Hi, Ira. No, that's Valerie. Hi, Valerie. My next one is Yaya's Embroidery. Ignore me. Long week. Yaya's Embroidery.
I can't.
On Instagram, she makes most of our shirts, which we're not wearing
this
right
one.
now.
I wore Sweet
But
Token one this time.
she does shirts and hats. She just embroidered this really, I want to say it was a shirt, like right over the pocket. It said Johnny on it, but it was so cool. She just put it on Instagram.
Okay, I need that. Because I talked about
it. Says Johnny?
No, I talked about okay, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
But I have some new shirts that I was like, I want new shirt styles that I want cool things on.
And she is amazing. Her customer service is great. Her products are great. Located in Texas.
She's the only viewer that has sent us like a video
She did.
voice note.
That was nice. It was
The
very
only
nice.
viewer.
Yeah.
Other people have done audio ones. That's true.
Yeah.
But a video one.
Yeah.
It was amazing. I saved it. It made me like just melt.
Yeah.
So we keep going because of that.
Yeah. So if you mention Sarah and Scooter, you get 10% off.
Oh, look at
They
got another one.
This is what I'm saying, you guys. I don't know what is happening in the world right now, but
It's
we
not in
have
the world.
so many. No, because Becca has the same issue right now.
That's what I'm saying. It happens.
Sacramento.
I say not in the world. It happens every season, every year. It's like it just changes what time of year. So we have a lot of midges, gnats, same thing.
Fruit flies. It's all the
They're
same.
not fruit flies,
They look all the same.
but I mean they might be categorized the same when you say midges or gnats.
Yeah.
That's true because that's kind of a general term. But
Tiny
yeah,
flying
we have a
bugs.
lot of them. So I found one in my beer and I'm gonna drink it anyways.
That's fine. I mean, thankfully they keep flying to your beers. They'll get stand on my
Mm-hmm.
face. All right, let's do this. Good thing. How many you got?
One of my favorite sounders right there. 3.
5.
You got 3?
5.
4.
4. Okay, but some
So
of them might.
here's
take
what we've
hours.
come. This is something that we want to start. I want to start
Okay.
because Sarah and I will like every once in a while go kind of like up yours, and we want to give each other the finger. So we started because you've done it off camera many times.
Never.
Okay, many times. So what we've started doing is when somebody's like pushed it to the limit where it's not a mean thing, it's more like you're a jerk
just being
in a good
a
way.
brat.
It's like, why are you being so stupid
Yeah.
kind of thing. We have started over this last month. It's been about a month or so going 4. And we don't know what
You
we do know why.
started it, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm starting a whole trend.
Oh.
Like that's when you want to flip somebody off. But you know, it's like you always go, I'll give you 3 strikes and you're out.
Not here.
The fourth one
Oh.
is
The finger.
I already said you're out.
Yeah.
You need to stop.
Yeah.
So
I'm probably just going to not flip him off and switch cameras, but whatever.
yeah, she'll never do that again.
Okay, number 1. Good thing. We went to Vegas last week.
Yes, we did.
And it was nice. It was a work trip, and I don't stay in the same hotel for more than one day. It's usually hotel, and then move to a whole other city, and then work.
She's a vagabond.
So I brought Scooter with me. I said a work call miss. That was weird. So I brought Scooter with me, and we stayed somewhere. Where did we stay? It was nice.
Oh, MGM something.
Oh, the MGM Park. It was
MGM
off
something.
the street.
Which MGM is like Vegas now.
Yeah.
MGM owns like it looks like it owns over
I think
half.
they always did. We just never realized it.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
But they
anyways,
bought Marriott or whatever.
no, Marriott acquired MGM.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at them.
You don't really get any benefits of being a Marriott person though at MGM, unfortunately. Anyways, we got a really nice room.
Yeah, it's really nice. It was a suite.
Yeah. It had 2 bathrooms,
Had a full kitchen
a full kitchen.
that we didn't even use. We used the fridge,
We used the fridge. That sounds about right.
which is great
Yeah.
because it was a big fridge.
Yeah, it was nice. We chilled. We ate really good food.
Oh my gosh!
It was
Are
restaurant
we gonna get into that?
week. I mean,
You want to get into the food?
do it?
We didn't talk about it yet. Oh, it was
No,
just.
because that was last week.
Oh my gosh, it's a blur. My life is a blur.
But it was, let me say this. It was restaurant week. And if you know what restaurant
Mm-hmm.
week is, it's in multiple large cities, but restaurants all throughout the cities will create a 3-course meal and they'll set a price, which is like somewhere between, usually it's like $60 to $100 per person.
Right.
And it's a 3+ course meal, and then a portion of what you pay for gets donated to a nonprofit.
Yes.
And so we just happened to go during restaurant week in Vegas, which everyone should do because it was wonderful.
And from what I understand, the nonprofit, I have to look at it, had to do with keeping like business local. Something
at the first place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was some sort of, yeah. So, but oh my gosh.
Oh, so
You didn't, I mean, the first night, okay, the first night, so we didn't go on the strip at all. We took an Uber. Did we take an Uber?
yes, we had to. It was far.
Yeah, it was far. And it's, and oh, there's another story too. I almost passed out. It's like 110.
Finish the
Vegas.
first story.
Oh, I really almost did. Real talk. So yeah, we went to this place that looked like, I mean, when you walk by it, it could have given you the same vibes as like a tavern.
Yeah.
From the outside. Because there was nice little places, but they were all like tavern-esque.
Yes.
You know, street pizza.
Yeah. Street pizza. Yeah.
Yeah, it really was.
$5 Casamigo shots.
Yeah.
Man.
I mean, I was just saying it had
Exciting.
that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So we're like, where are we at?
Yeah.
You know, and then we walked in, I was like, this place, it was just glorious.
Yes, it really was.
So the food there.
Yeah.
The treatment there.
It's called Main Street Provisions.
Main Street Provisions. I cannot, how can I say? I don't have a lot of like pull or anything, but I was just saying, I cannot say that I've ever been to a place that I've never been before where it was everybody treated you not like your royalty. It wasn't fake.
They're just happy you're there.
They were just nice.
Yeah.
I mean, nice to where they would chat with you.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to, if not, they were totally cool with that.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about just the waiter. We're talking about the host, the management, the bartenders, the everybody. And there was a statement. What was the statement? I was like, we were sitting together. And I think the statement was afterwards, I said, that was a place where did you feel for once that you weren't black?
Right. I said, no, it just felt normal. Felt like me.
Just felt like a person.
Yeah.
And I was like, I saw that. I felt it. Like these people were talking to me the same way they were talking to you.
Yeah.
And this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, it was awesome. That place was good. And the food was bomb. Oh, sticky toffee pudding. Oh, so good.
Everything was good.
Yeah.
Everything was, I mean, and while we were in Vegas, we were there 2 nights, right? I had filet mignon.
Yeah, twice.
2 nights in a row. Come on, bro.
They just happened to both be on the restaurant week.
Yeah, and they were both different.
Yeah.
And both had their good and bad points.
Yeah.
Not bad points. None of them were bad. Just both good and good points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we went to Amalfi the second day, and that's
Bobby
Flay's restaurant.
Yeah.
Inside somewhere.
Caesar's Palace.
Caesar's, yes.
It was Caesar's Palace.
But we also went into Gordon's Pub
Mm-hmm.
inside Caesar's because we were waiting for our table.
Are you sure we haven't told the story?
We told it to the kids.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah. And there was a bartender there. Amazing. Best bartender ever. Let me tell you why. We would like 2. We got Jamesons.
Yeah, because they didn't have proper.
I'm probably Jameson. So we got 2 Jamesons. Scooter got a beer. And so I'm sitting there. I finished my Jameson. And the bartender just looks at me, grabs the bottle, and shakes it. And I said,
Looks are dead, like, no joke. Doesn't look at me. Doesn't look at me. Doesn't look at the middle-aged white guy. Looks at her from across the bar and just pulls out the bottle and just goes, shakes a little bit and looks at her.
I said,
And she
Yeah.
goes, yeah. And I go, of course. I was like, and it wasn't even, I mean, for her.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
This dude, I just felt like there was some vibe that was happening that we haven't experienced as a couple in quite a while.
yeah. And they gave that dude poured and they only charged for a shot, but his first shot was crazy. It was like cordial. His second shot was the entire
I mean, these aren't
cup.
shot glasses. These aren't,
No, it was like the
if you know what a
full
cordial
thing.
is, I mean, you can pour a shot in like a whiskey
Yeah.
glass, right? And that's a shot.
Yeah.
But a cordial is usually about 2 shots, 1.5 shots.
1.5.
1.5 shots. Like 3/4 of the cup was full.
It was full. It was,
We're talking like
it was like
half a bottle. I felt like was in her
challenge
glass,
accepted.
and we haven't even checked in to say we're going to the
No.
because where we're going. What was it called?
Amalfi.
Amalfi. We haven't even like gone to Amalfi yet.
Yeah. It was wonderful.
So that was
And
Vegas.
Amalfi was amazing. Scooter had an espresso martini. Bailey, we did have a shot already, but I mean, we can do another one.
right.
I
but
can.
I mean, is that all the Vegas?
Scooter almost died.
Oh yeah, that's. So we're still in good things. So I don't have that good of a health
Vegas
insurance or
is just
life
a
insurance
conversation of. So we decided Amalfi was probably a mile from the hotel because it's like one side of the strip to the other, basically, from where we were staying.
Oh,
So we were walking back. We walked to Amalfi for dinner.
Hold on. My neck feels hot just starting this conversation.
The high of the day was 110. But so when we had walked to dinner, he was fine. We were walking, we kind of stopped in some places, it was fine. On the way back, we tried to do the same thing, but it was dark, right? So the sun's not out, but it's still decently warm. We were walking back, we tried to stop in some casinos to like cool down because it was decently warm still. And we probably get halfway there and Scooter stops talking. And I was like, oh, this is fun. You want to sit down, like have a drink and play? And he says no words. And I was like, okay, so I guess we'll just keep
I
walking.
just sat down.
No, you didn't even sit down. You just kept walking. You didn't even sit.
It was
So I
kind
was
of
like,
a blur for me.
so I was like, okay, I guess we're gonna keep going. Maybe he'll want to sit down and gamble like at our casino. So then we get back to we keep walking in and out of casinos. We get back to the MGM. And I was like, oh, you want to sit down and play? He still says no words and just keeps walking to the room. And I was like, are you okay?
So this is Scooter in Vegas, not drinking.
That wasn't even, yeah. It's been hours before, I mean, it's been hours since he'd had a drink. It was just heat exhaustion.
And I'm drinking. I was like, the one thing I did do was
We're
stop at a place and
buying
get
water.
2 bottles
Yes.
of water. And I was just holding water and drinking one of them. And I could just feel my neck on fire. And I just feel like, just don't close your eyes. That was what I was thinking in my brain. I was like, just don't close your eyes.
Yeah.
Stay focused. So all of my energy was used up by just trying to stay focused and awake.
Yeah.
So it was, and I made it. I was like, and no regrets.
No regrets.
No regrets at all. Had a really good time. But also let's put this. Here's also. So can I transition to my good thing?
Yeah. Do you want a mini one?
Yeah. Or Maxi.
Eh.
Mini Maxi. So during this, was it the first day that I get the phone call?
Which call?
I get the phone call about the new place.
The
The
I
other
don't
one.
remember. Yeah.
So I'm staying in the hotel, trying to get some work done, those types of things. And I don't know, did we even announce it on here that we're leaving?
I think we did.
Yeah, we have to find another place.
Yeah.
I don't know if we did.
We're moving.
We're moving. Whether we like it or not, blah. It's just blah blah. Again, it's not traumatic. It's just what it is. But I found a place. And I'll get into that later. But I found a place that fit our needs.
Yeah.
None of our wants.
Yeah.
All of our good needs. All of our needs. And it was promising. Very nice. I did all the work, those types of things. And we get a phone call saying that they found a better applicant.
Yes.
So definitely feeling defeated.
Yeah.
Right? So at the beginning of that. So fast forward to today, fast forward to today, we got keys to even a better place.
We did.
It doesn't just fill our needs, it fills quite a few of our wants.
Yeah, I agree.
So new place. So it's going to roll into my second good thing.
Okay.
New place that is not only going to have enough room for all of us.
Yeah.
And then some.
Right.
3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, a huge loft area,
Yes.
and a sitting room in the entry of the place where it has enough room to set up this studio permanently.
Yes. / Scooter's office.
Yeah, well, yeah, it'll be my office, but it'll be my office at a permanent studio.
Yeah.
Instead of a dining room, studio, Scooter's office.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So these are all things fast forward to we're like bummed, but we move forward.
Yes.
And here we are.
Here we are.
And we got the keys literally today, like hours ago.
Yes, this morning. It was nice.
Yeah, it was this morning, 10 a.m.
Yeah.
It's a cool place. It needs to be cleaned.
Tomorrow.
But the functions, yeah, we're getting it cleaned tomorrow. I can't wait for multiple listeners for here that
You're all invited.
Don't give out our address, please.
Couldn't say it if I wanted to.
Because we have trolls too. Remember the trolls on the internet
Come
that we
visit.
have?
You'll love us.
Yeah, you'll love it.
So we're cheersing to our new place.
Yes, cheersing to our new place because Bailey said to.
I mean, she said take a shot, but we're cheers.
Oh, shot o'clock.
Salud. Congratulations
Thanks,
to us.
Yeah. And to listening to the universe.
Yes. All right.
And being thankful to the universe. Just
My
being
next
thankful.
Momo's home this summer. Mariah's home for the summer.
We have multiple Mo's, so.
I know. But she's Momo. So Mariah's home for the summer, and I'm very excited because I like when Mariah's home.
We saw her for like an hour and then she just left.
So I still like when she's home.
I do too.
I like when all the kids are here.
I do too.
I like hearing the laughter and the funniness.
I'm
and-
really liking when Elise just swings by for cake.
Yeah. Oh, I made the best cake this past week.
Yeah.
And Elise came over. It was a cinnamon roll cake. And she's like,
Yeah.
I said, there's cinnamon roll cake if you want to come get some. So she's like, say less. I'm on my way.
Right. And then she walked in the door. I said, what if we didn't have cake? And she goes, they want to come by. I was like, oh, I
Yeah.
love you, baby girl. I gave her a hug because that's funny.
Yes. All right. So we had to pick up Mariah from the dorms this past.
We haven't talked about that.
So we
yet
did
either.
Vegas. And then the next day we drove 6 hours or 5 hours to go pick up Mariah from her dorm and move her out.
Mhm.
So we took CJ and we took Mariah and we got a room at the Lighthouse Suites in Pismo. And we just hung out with them and we had dinner and breakfast. CJ broke out in hives over something he ate that for breakfast.
Oh my
that
God.
sucked. And then we just hung out not by the beach, but then we had lunch at the beach the next day and it was just nice.
I feel like I'm having deja vu like we've done this episode.
We haven't.
Oh,
We didn't do an episode last week.
I know, but it's just in my brain. I told the world. I guess I didn't.
Maybe we did.
No, it was
Thanks, Valerie. Thanks, Christina. They said congratulations. Yay.
to what?
Finding a place.
Oh, for us finding a place.
Listen to his own podcast.
It was just we had to do
Flo
it.
was awesome. It's the
The
Pismo, I should say.
CJ was so funny. Here's what I said at the end because he was down for the count.
It was bad.
Like you look at his face and it like puffed up and it had hives
His
everywhere,
whole body broke out in hives, which doesn't normally happen
which
when he has
hasn't happened since he was a little kid.
Yeah.
like
Usually
little kid
it's-
usually gets round and
Usually
puffy.
his throat swells up and he can't breathe.
He gets puffy. Yeah, he gets a balloon head. But something happened there, and then he sat in the back seat of the car while we're loading all the stuff.
Yeah.
like itching his hives like a crackhead.
He did.
I did. I said, somebody looks like there's like a meth head sitting in the back of our car. Just stay in there. Nobody will bother us. Nobody will ever think about taking this
Never.
spot. So just stay there. And he was laughing. It was pretty funny. And then at the end, I said, you know what? As a team, we did really well, except for CJ. You fouled out in the first quarter, and we didn't see you the rest of the game. No, it's tough on him. It's tough on anybody that has
Allergies
those kind of
suck.
allergies.
I know.
But
And like nothing was labeled. So it's like, because there have
Oh,
been
yeah.
times where he'll eat something knowing what's in it
Yeah.
because he wants to see if he's still allergic to things. This was not one of those times.
no, not at all.
There was no sign, so he just ate whatever, and his body's like, this isn't what we do.
And I saw when I saw it with the hives, and I go, it's always something. That's the first thing I said. I was like, CJ's because last time there was something that was like kind of wacky like that.
Yeah.
He sprained his ankle.
He
And-
said, this is why I don't ever leave the house. I said, CJ, that's not a good enough reason.
That's great.
Yeah.
It was actually, but those are memorable. Even though you survive those things.
Yeah.
It's memorable.
It was
so
nice.
was actually quite fun.
Yeah.
We went out, saw the ocean.
Had dinner at lunch at Avila. Dinner at Pismo the night before, lunch at Avila the next day. I mean, if you haven't been to Avila in a minute, the what are the birds called? Pigeons? The pigeons at Avila there's like a hood one there who's, I swear, he's got one eye this way, one eye this way. And he always has like he's been in 18 fights that day.
Like one eye doesn't work.
Guy.
One eye doesn't work. The other eye is going the wrong way.
Right.
Right? The tuft of the back of his neck is sticking straight up.
Yes.
Right? He hobbles a little bit.
Yes.
But if he looks at another pigeon, the other pigeon leaves.
They leave. He's
So-
a G.
so
Love
like-
that guy.
Every time you go to the beach, there's a crazy Frank.
Yes.
I call him, there's crazy Frank.
Oh, he was
Here he
great.
comes again. And all the other birds just went, "Blah,
And
we're
he has
out.
no fear. He'll just hop on your table, hang
Yeah.
out with you, and you're like, I don't.
You got fries.
I...
You got fries.
That is his voice.
Right? He's like, he's been drinking whiskey and
Friggin' Frank, man.
smoking 3 packs a day.
Love that
hey,
bird.
hey, you got fries?
Wait, do you have any more?
I have one more, but
Okay, go ahead.
no,
I have one
finish
more.
yours.
Okay, so my last one is I stayed at this hotel this past week, which is it was in like a sketchish area, but the hotel itself had full containers of almond milk, and I was like, what? That you could buy? And I was like, because usually I go to Starbucks and get a cup of almond milk and it costs me $17. So I was like, I'm not gonna use all this almond milk, but I appreciate that you have it. And he's like, it's cheaper to keep and it lasts longer than regular milk. And I was
It's true.
like, man, this is the only place I have stayed that has.
You didn't
almond
tell me
milk.
about that.
I know. I say it for the podcast.
We were talking about that last night. We were talking about we don't talk about certain things that are humorous or intense until our therapy session
Yes.
or
Podcast.
the podcast, which is still therapy to us. I think I'm going to move that last one.
Okay.
My last good thing to a shout out.
Okay.
So, yeah, just know that we are going. That's the good thing is we are going to be more consistent because this studio, not how it looks right now, for sure. All the stuff. Here's the irony of the whole thing. As soon as I set up the studio with the little lights behind us and all the camera angles and all the cool stuff, they're like, "You got to move," and I'm like, "Well, dang, I should have taken that as a sign." Took me 10 years to get comfortable.
Yeah.
And now I'm comfortable. They're like,
You got
get
this.
out.
You got this.
But no, great thing going to have a studio space. So,
Yeah.
it's going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah.
And Christina said, I miss being near the coast. I don't know if I could do it. I love
being
that.
near the coast.
Not being near the coast. I don't know if I could
We're
move
not.
away. But I'm close enough to where I see it frequently.
You do.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
So all I have to say on that is
4.
you get a 4 from me because that's at least the 4th
Listen.
time I've said you get to see the coast a lot. I see it once every year and a half. 2
Lies.
years.
That's not true.
The river doesn't count.
I'm not counting the river. We've been to the ocean more than that. We've been to the coast more than every once in a once.
Vegas doesn't count. That's the desert.
Vegas obviously doesn't count.
When did I go to the coast?
You went to the coast recently. Where did we go to the coast?
Mhm.
To take Mariah, obviously.
Okay. So that's the first time in well over a year.
No, we went last year.
Mm-mm.
I bet you $100 we went last year.
You went.
No, I bet you did too.
You've been to San Diego. You sent me pictures of you like, here's the beach. Look at the seals. Look at the thing. And I'm like, I'm in Sacramento. Cheers.
We've been to the beach before. It's been 18 months. Sooner than 18 months. You and I.
I'm just saying I miss our
I
San
think
Diego.
last time we went with Ariel. I mean, we went up in Seattle. I don't count that because it was rocky
Up in
AF.
Seattle?
Yeah.
That was years ago, by the way.
Nah,
Okay.
he's wrong.
No.
Yes.
Okay.
You know how I know?
She just turned 5.
Yeah, I know.
She was like 3.
We were up there for Ellie's birthday. That was last year.
Oh, I remember going into the parking lot and going, look, there's the ocean.
Yes.
And then left.
Yes. Sometimes.
That's totally.
Hey, sometimes that's all I get to.
And we didn't even look at the ocean. We looked at the sound. We're like, look, there's the sound. We took off.
Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Valerie said, sorry, Christina, taking off tomorrow. Which beach you're going to?
Oh,
You don't
that's
have
a
to say
question.
actually if you don't want to.
All right.
But then she said it's also going to be 107 this weekend in Fresno. So
G to the Rose.
what are we at? It's kind of chill here.
2
I mean,
billion.
it's been kind of cold here.
It was over 90 today.
But what is it like right now? Like 65?
91.
Oh. I think that's wrong.
It might be, actually. Sometimes my watch doesn't update.
I was like, there's no way it's 91 outside.
That's not true. Let's look.
We
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It's 89.
Okay. Yeah. It cools down here.
But it was 96 today.
Yeah, it didn't even feel like it. We were outside. It did not feel like 96.
No, I was outside
I went outside.
this morning
Yeah. It wasn't 96.
because all the things were moving. Ironically, somehow we split the role, the
tasks.
duties
Yes.
of moving, and somehow all of hers she can do from her phone or her computer.
I figured out how to do it just from here.
No, it's not about figuring it out. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to it. It's not about figuring it out.
Just saying.
You can't pick up something or drop off something over the internet. You cannot.
I did my tasks.
Did
well.
you? Are your good things done?
Yes.
Jeez.
Rant of the week. Rant of the week.
Rant of the week. So a good segue to the rants.
Go ahead.
No.
Oh,
Go.
me?
Yeah, go. And then,
Okay.
wah, wah, wah.
Mine are basically about traveling.
Oh, wah, wah, wah.
I know.
I know. Oh, had to sit next to somebody. Oh.
No, when you're in an enclosed space and you've been eating like beef jerky or some kind of salted meats or something gross, you shouldn't
smell
be,
like farts.
You shouldn't be allowed to burp on the plane. That's what I'm saying. It's disgusting, Midge. You did the same thing I did.
But I didn't make noises.
Yes,
so
you did.
if you listen to this audio,
Anyway,
think it's a car driving
you
by.
should not be allowed to burp on the plane. That's all I feel like. You shouldn't. It's gross. We got nothing. We have no place to go with your disgusting burps.
wasn't that the last time we went to that concert?
And you burped hot dogs?
And I told you, I was like,
Yes.
do you smell that? I go, are you smelling my hot dog burps?
I was. It was gross.
I was like, I'm trying to blow them forward. Then I feel bad
Yeah.
about blowing them in their face. But I'll blow it to the left because those guys are already stink.
They were
Yeah.
smelled like armpits.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Worse
But
than armpits.
burping in an enclosed space. At least the music venue was decently large. There's nowhere to go in an airplane.
I don't know how do you get away from that though? Like, I mean,
Burp in a bag. They have vomit bags. Burp in a vomit bag.
do they?
Yes.
Where?
They're in the front pocket.
They're not always there.
Yes, they are.
There's no way.
Yes, they are. The vomit bags are always there.
No. I
Yes.
just feel like some people so if you're sitting next to somebody that's totally gross and is totally a mess,
Yeah,
you probably don't have a barf bag.
because they used it.
No. It's because they're like, nah, you can just throw up on them.
That's gross.
It won't change anything.
Disgusting. All right, that's my first one.
Rant. I only have one.
Okay,
Well, mine's kind of. It's the same thing though. No, because I put
About
down
me not working.
USPS. No, it's not about you. It really is about USPS.
Okay.
It's 2024.
Yes.
Come on, bro.
Backstory.
USPS. It's got to be under something piece of stuff. No,
Under promised.
under what's the other S? So, no, it's just a rant of just in general. It's like how many things you have to do like in person in 2024
Oh.
that are in a digital database.
Yes.
That's insane to me.
Yeah. Like you should be able to just put like, hey, I need to get my mailbox rekeyed. And it should just be a simple.
Well, yeah, because
Well,
I
send
mean, this
somebody
is
out.
not really a rant. I totally understand where it's coming from. The last tenants to the place we're moving into left and didn't turn in the garage door
Anything.
opener,
It's bounced.
the keys,
Yeah.
the mailbox key, all that kind of stuff. So I totally get kind of both sides of the story. I don't know the story of the other person, but they were evicted.
Yeah.
So the new people, us, were like, yeah, we'd like a different key. We'd
Yeah.
like a different garage door,
Everything.
everything, all the keys. But it was super easy to just go on Amazon and order a garage door opener and reprogram it. Click, click, peace out.
Yeah.
Having stuff rekeyed or your locks, you can have stuff delivered to your house same day.
Right.
Same day.
Yeah.
Even installed by Home Depot if you
Right.
want.
Yeah.
Installed. Let's talk about USPS. You have to go to your local area one, stand in line, and then once you get up there, they go, you have to go to your post office. I was like, you're 5 minutes from my house. So I have to drive 20 minutes to my post office.
Yes.
Oh, my bad. Because you have the same zip code as I do at this post office.
They can only accept
That's
mail.
weird.
They can't help you.
It's literally my point.
Yeah.
Okay. So I go down there, stand in another line to get up to the front to tell them, we're moving to this place. They didn't even ask for paperwork, nothing.
Oh, weird.
No, they didn't ask for proof of me living there, nothing. And they go, yeah, that usually takes up to a month, but you can come back in 2 weeks and see if it's done. And if it's not, we can just hold your mail here. So you can hold my mail 20 minutes from where I live.
Yeah.
Right? Which there's a 5-minute away USPS office.
Yeah.
But this is my office. And at the end, I was very cordial because these are government employees.
Yep.
I mean, the establishment isn't, but the employees are.
Yes.
That's how USPS is, right?
Yes.
So I just asked them, I was like, okay, so in 2 weeks, can I just call you and see if it's there or come down? And they go, no, you have to come. I'm like, so you don't have a phone? I was like, I don't do that because it's like, you don't do that to a federal employee. But I was like, okay, thanks. As I'm walking out going, no wonder everybody in here is so flippin' angry.
Right.
Have you ever gone to the post office and everybody's standing in line?
No, it's
Everybody's mad.
Yeah.
And I get why. I get why. I'm not going to pop off,
Right.
but I'm just saying, I get why you can't carry a firearm.
Yeah. Yeah.
I get why they probably should have metal detectors.
Oh, I agree. I'm surprised they don't.
I'm surprised. I mean, they should have a plate glass window.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that post office in particular, they're very salty. They're very sassy human beings. Like when you go there, even if you're in a good mood, they're like
Which one?
the one on Royal Oaks.
Oh my gosh.
Most of them are like, are you okay? Are you having a good day? They're like, they're just in a crap mood all
I know,
the
because
time.
I said, well, can I just call you? She didn't just say, well, no, you need to come in. She goes, no. I was like, you're in punching distance of me right now. Like,
yeah, for that particular post office, they're always
it's a
grumpy.
cluster of signage that is irrelevant.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like they took all postal signage that was somewhere else in the building and put it behind their desk. I mean, one said, you cannot drop off mail here, ring the bell.
Weird.
And it was underneath a camera, and that's it. Like, there's no bell, there's no way to deliver anything, and it's behind the counter.
Nice.
So I'm like, this is insane. This place, I just feel like if you took a mural of everything that a USPS office ever had,
Yeah.
and just put it on a wall,
Yeah, it is that place.
that's what it looks like.
Yes.
There's I'm so surprised that actually people get their packages, because you look to the left, there's boxes on top of paperwork.
Yeah.
Over to the right is a person
Yeah.
that's not doing anything.
Yeah.
Just sitting there, looking at a piece of paper or staring at the freaking camera, or I don't know. It was insane to me, but it was like,
Yeah.
it's 2024. And here's the frustrating part about my rant is consistently I get my packages more consistently and track them more consistently, and they're correct over USPS.
Yes.
Yet you go into a USPS place of like,
But it's not all of them. We have a really rough one. We really do. I've been to some way better ones. This one's rough.
I think it was probably the original Pony Express.
It
I mean,
does
we're in
feel that
Sacramento.
way. I
We're
know.
in Sacramento. Like, maybe it was the old train station or where the horses.
Because it is a long train station.
It's
The
along
train lines.
train lines,
Yeah.
and maybe that's where they had all the horses
Yeah.
for the Pony Express. I'm not joking,
Right.
actually. I mean, Sacramento has.
Yeah.
We were the beginning of most of that stuff.
Oh, he said we.
Well, we've
You
been
just-
here over a decade.
I've never said we when it comes to Sacramento. I'm from Madera. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that's better. It's totally better.
Hey, Keith. He's late,
It's
but
totally
he's here.
better.
All right, my last.
A word that means
No, I have
wood.
another rant. Hey,
Wood.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Wood.
Look, there's a midge coming for you.
Where?
Okay, I'll just do one more. One more travel one. So, when you're freezing on the airplane, because I always am freezing on the airplane, and the person next to you is asleep, but their little air thing is on full blast, can you close it? Can you close it if you're really cold? Or is that considered rude?
Is this a question?
Yes.
I mean, if you want to know my opinion, is yes. If you are willing to encompass and embrace the repercussions if that person loses their crap.
I was willing. So I
Because-
didn't close it, but I did turn it towards
Because
the aisle.
because you're going to get one of three answers from that person if they see you do it.
Don't touch my thing.
Don't touch my stuff
Yeah.
ever. Or, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to do that. Or they're just going to go,
Right.
one of those three
Yeah.
things. You get one of those three reactions on a plane.
Yeah. I was ready. It was like this young kid, and I'm pretty sure I could have taken him no matter what the situation was. And I was so friggin' cold. I
Beth?
was like, I don't even care.
Did you know
I
they have
actually
car
don't care.
jujitsu? Did you know they have that?
Card
Car
jujitsu. What does that mean?
jujitsu. You sit in the front seats,
Mhm.
and they call time, and you fight in the front seats wrestling. I'm not joking. It's a real thing.
I could have taken him. I mean, I definitely could have taken him. So I was like, listen, I was going to close it, and I was like, I'm just gonna turn it away because I am effing cold.
Oh, so you did touch it.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Oh,
I didn't close it. I just turned it. You know, you can.
because it's blowing on you.
It was still blowing.
No, I'm
towards
just
me,
saying,
but it
it
was
was like-
enough touching my arm where I'm like, I am so cold.
So I feel like it might be a little ruder to turn it and blow it on his face.
well, he was asleep.
Or you can just or you just turn it off to go, hey man, that's a lot.
He was asleep. I
Then
feel
he might wake up going, oh,
Right.
Oh, there it is. Oh, turn it back on his face. But instead, he's sleeping, and all of a sudden, right?
listen, I was cold. I did what I gotta do. Can I say one more thing that's
Other
funny?
humans.
So I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about traveling to Europe and how the wife always falls asleep on the plane, but she wants her snacks. And I was like, I identify so well with this conversation right now. And so they were saying when they were traveling, they would get like these little, the whatever airline they were on had little buttons to say that, yes, I want my meal. And I was like, can somebody get me a button? Because I want a snack, but I fall asleep every time. But I want a snack and a ginger ale.
Okay, so that's where I was writing down. I wrote this down on. Okay, I've been writing down stuff because Scooter is a weird guy, and he's trying to. And I was talking third person, so that's weird enough.
Yeah.
As it is. I'm trying to find my identity to write a 5-minute,
yes.
5-minute
Comedy sketch.
Yeah, like a comedy, not a sketch, but like stand up.
Yeah.
Like I could go up there on a microphone and do 5 minutes. And it had to do. I wrote it on a sticky note.
Oh gosh.
And the idea was, it's like, and I want to find the joke. I'm gonna find the joke, and it's like waking up on the airplane, and you don't have your ginger ale.
Yes.
No, I just like, there are people who will connect with that. There are people that will connect with that, and even if they don't understand the ginger ale part, they'll be like, I wanted my snacks. I was like, oh yeah, I really didn't want to cook,
Yes.
but you're like drooling on, you know.
I'm about to get myself a button that says, I know I'm asleep, but I want a ginger ale and whatever snack you have.
I'm telling you. I
Even Valerie said, you do fall asleep. I got you a water and a snack one time, but before you were out of luck. Happens all the time.
Yeah.
One time I woke up, Scooter had a snack and a drink. He got me a drink, but no snack because he's like, well, I'm not going to eat mine. And I was like,
but maybe
but then
I wanted
could have had
two.
2 snacks.
That is true. That did actually happen. Because I don't usually eat my snack. It's 1 out of 5. I
Yeah.
eat my snack. I think I have one here.
I know. I just need a button or a shirt that says, "I know I'm asleep. Please leave a snack and a drink."
Well, they have the little call button, right?
Yeah, but I
So
feel like
it's gotta
such
be-
a jerk, like having them
No.
come back.
It's not about the call button. I just saying in general, there could be like just a little thing that flip.
Right?
If your tray's down, you have a snack.
Yes. Yes.
But the problem is, when you're sleeping, how do they know you want a ginger ale?
I mean, everybody should want a ginger ale. It's just the best drink in the world.
On a plane, for some reason, a ginger ale is, and I don't drink ginger ale at all,
Same.
except for
On
on
the
a plane.
Yes.
It's the only time.
Keith said, I agree with this. They should take drink orders as you walk on the plane. Yes.
We talked about that
I
too.
can't fly first class. I'm not there in my life yet. Because first class people, they do take your drink order before you.
But
as
not
soon as you
even
sit
that.
down.
I feel like when you check in for your flight,
Yes.
I think when you check in for your flight, you pretty much already know, like, you do the same thing almost every time.
If your flight's longer than like 2 hours on most airlines,
That's
other
true.
than Southwest, you can pre-book your snacks and your drinks.
Even
like
Southwest
they
has some.
Nah, you can't pre-book.
Oh, I thought you could.
No.
Oh.
Southwest doesn't do. No.
Oh.
Their budget for a reason.
Budget.
But like everyone else, you can if it's
Efficient.
2 hours or more. Why did I say Keith? That was Ryan that said that. Sorry, Ryan. I'm obviously losing my vision
So
today.
Valerie's Urel.
I know.
Ryan is Keith.
It is. It's a day.
So this is a, like,
It's a long
have you ever
day.
had one of those little decoder things that you get in gifts? They're like, when somebody says something, it really means something else, or
That's
a letter, or
me
a
all day
symbol.
today.
That's
all
been
day.
all
Yeah.
day, quote unquote.
Why are you quoting?
Oh, well, I'm just saying.
You
Just,
saying my whole life.
yeah, just today. It only happened today.
It didn't only happen today.
Promise. It only happened today.
He's gonna need safety and security after this. Anyways, so
We
that
wear
was,
long sleeves in the summer because I have bruises.
you wouldn't care.
I
You
wouldn't.
show off your bruises
I'd be
proudly.
like, look at, she took me down.
So weird. All right, that's my last rant.
Yeah, mine was just get out of the Stone Age. So,
All right, you want to what's up? You can get yourself a drink, and I'll
what's up in your area? But I don't get to do the
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll get it in a minute. Okay, Sacramento.
what's up in you.
Oh, I should have this one last. I changed my mind. Seattle.
What's not up in Sacramento? What's up in Seattle?
Washington Brewers Fest is in Seattle this weekend, and that's
Hello, people.
I know that sounds
Hello, listeners.
Okay,
You hazy IPA people.
Olympia.
What's up in you?
There's a dumpling making class, like 7 of them. I don't
Yeah.
know what's happening in
Whoa.
Olympia right now.
Whoa.
There was like one for kids, one for adults. There was so many dumpling making
Is
classes.
it Dumpling Week?
I don't know, but I kind of want to do it.
Dumpling Week.
Dumpling.
Dumpling. No, it sounds better.
It's like Ronnie Chang
Dumpling Week.
first.
That's a reference nobody knows what you're talking about.
I know. Sorry.
We watch too many things.
The Daily Show.
Yeah, if you watch The Daily Show, Ronnie
great.
Chang's hilarious.
Yes. Okay.
But
yes.
no.
Yeah. Dumpling making classes. I'm all
Dumpling.
in. Dumpling. Okay. Fresno.
What's up in you?
Fresno has 2 things. So they have the ice.
Fresno. Hold on. Say it again.
Fresno.
What 2 things are up in you?
That's not right. Ice cream zoofari. So it's an ice cream party at the zoo. I've never
What?
been. I know. I kind of want to do it one year.
That just means the giraffe's going to come down and eat your ice cream.
How adorable would that be?
And the monkeys. Do they have monkeys? I really don't know.
I can't remember. I haven't been to the zoo in a long
They
time.
got to have a giraffe, though.
But then in Fresno, there's also going to be Philip Phillips from American Idol.
Philip Phillips. I know there's probably some listeners that
It's only
know
$20
who this is.
for tickets.
$20. Fresno. You got to get to Fresno, though. And that airport is amazing.
Dude, man. That should have been my rant. Friggin' Fresno Airport. The last time I was there it was horrendous. And so I was back there again this week. Thinking it's going to be better. And, what?
You thought it would be better.
I thought it'd be better.
Why?
I don't know. Because last time I
Because
did
you're
TSA
insane.
But
That's
last
insanity.
time I did TSA through there wasn't bad. This time, there was no TSA pre-check line, which made me sad. But they just gave us a little card and say, walk through. I set off the metal detector alarm. So I had to go through twice. But then everyone else behind me also did. And then both my bags got searched. And I'm like, what the flip? One of it was literally the charging cables for my phone is what set off the alarm. Like what set off their screening thing. And I'm like, your screener needs to get more training.
So we should do another segment. Being black in Fresno.
No, it wasn't just me. They checked everything. Everybody
No,
in TSA set off the alarm.
When you said everybody behind you, I was like, what set off the alarm then?
One guy
know.
didn't take his belt off, and I was like,
Well, then,
dude.
I feel like if you don't take your belt off, because they mention it like 13 times.
These TSA people said no words.
Okay, but I'm just saying, if they mention it at least once,
Yeah.
they should be able to take your belt off and just hit you with it once. Just not with the buckle end.
Right.
Just the other, just
the leather part.
just whoosh, and just smack you with it.
I agree.
Not on the eyes, just give you a bruise on the arm or the butt.
Yeah.
They really should.
So that was fun.
I was like, there's minimum requirements for just listening.
Fresno Airport, it's a special place in my heart. The other thing that's happening everywhere, I feel like this weekend, so if you haven't looked, you're not paying attention, is there's like Juneteenth celebrations all weekend.
Oh, this
Juneteenth
weekend?
Just happened. Yeah, they're all over the place.
I thought it was last weekend was
last
the one
weekend
we
was
missed.
OPBs, but this weekend there's still so many around everyone's cities.
Oak Park Brewing, like
just Google OPB, obviously.
you down with OPB?
No.
You know me. It's Oak Park Brewing. What's wrong with you?
Weird.
So no, we missed that one though
All right, last event
because of moving.
in Sacramento.
What is up in you?
It is Log Off's anniversary party.
Boom.
4 years
put that on
in business.
4 years. So we work very closely as human beings and as companies and whatnot.
Whatnots.
And
Log Off.
their 4-year anniversary. I think the first anniversary we went to there was their 1 year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when we met them. I think was their 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
So we've been there for every one of them. They do some sort of theme thing usually.
I'm excited for merch.
Yeah, merch is coming out this weekend.
I still have their was that their April Fools?
Yeah, they do
Okay.
April Fool stuff
Yeah.
too. So their merch is amazing. The beer is amazing. People are amazing. Even if you don't drink beer, go out there and have
Hop water.
the hop water and listen to live music. Do
Music
freaking
trivia?
music bingo.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Music bingo.
Yeah.
They have comedy nights now. They also have game nights
That's us.
once a month. Uh-huh.
Woo!
Yeah, we go out there to do that. But no, you got to check them out because, I mean, it's hard for somebody that just means well to make a good product
Yeah.
and vice versa. So if you can have both of those entities and the people behind the whole thing are just good people that just love what they do,
Yeah.
you can't go wrong.
Agreed.
So, if you're in the Sacramento area and you're listening to this, all one of you or two,
Or fly in, if
fly in.
If you're feeling like you have way too much money in your
You're
pocket and
feeling a
you
little
want to come visit us,
Feisty. It was like, oh my gosh, I got 10 grand just sitting right there. Just come on in, buy us a beer. We'll buy you one even.
no, we won't.
No.
We're moving.
Yeah.
Don't know if you guys
Move.
understand that.
moving with unprepared wise, like
Yeah.
is daunting.
Yeah.
And it's because it's already very expensive.
Right.
But if you're prepping for it and you're prepared for it,
Yeah.
it's like we know,
Right.
right? But when you don't know and you have to come up with literally,
All of it.
I think it was 12 grand.
Yeah.
$11,000 to $12,000. You have to find a way to come up with that in 60 days.
Moving's crazy, guys.
That's insane how
So
much
much
it
fun.
really costs to move. And I mean, we knew it cost that much, but we weren't planning on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, come out and see Log Off for sure. We're gonna be there for a few hours tomorrow, I think.
Yes. That's the plan.
While we're getting
anyways.
the new place cleaned.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keith said, tell me about it. Keith?
What do you want me to tell you about? The good beer?
I don't
Log
think so.
Off?
I think he's talking about moving.
About moving? Yeah,
Mm.
because he's moving into like the middle of nowhere. Where's it?
Isn't it on the coast?
Alcatraz?
How could
Something like that?
No. Moving costs. Moving costs are stupid.
Alcatraz.
My dad got a quote for moving from Arizona to California
Mm-mm.
and to move all of his stuff. And they wanted like 15 grand
Oh, that's not
to
that
move
bad.
his stuff.
That's actually not that bad.
That's psychotic.
Well, for
For
one,
15 grand, I'd sell all my stuff and start over.
well, it depends on what stuff you got.
For 15 grand, I would sell all my stuff and start over.
So yeah, our moving costs are not gonna be
We're a mile.
when it comes to that part.
Yeah.
To move our stuff, we actually might hire some people to give us a hand.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be. It's
Round
not
of
that much
applause.
because it's like a mile.
Yeah. We're
So,
pretty close.
yeah.
All righty, sir.
So now that
Shout out! Woo! I will replenish your beer.
oh, thanks. Will you rinse the cup? It's kind of frothy.
Freaking bougie, man.
Yeah, I mean it's frothy in there.
4.
No, you didn't say it right. I was totally wrong. So shout out. Here, let's put it on me. Because she's not even in her seat. Realistically, I have to say there's been some conversations lately and some, just some decisions, physically, emotionally, logistically, all those things that our son is making lately. I really have to give him a huge shout out. CJ has come because he's also been a rant, on this podcast. If you go back to some of the last episodes, but he seems to be socially aware, more than he has ever been, relationship aware, relationship smart. He's figuring out ways to be resourceful. We're talking about getting an internship over the summer. He does have a good amount of friends, but not too many friends. He does establish boundaries quite well with his friends. Like, that's too much time or too many things. I'm giving too much and you're not giving enough in relationships. Those types of things. So I have to get a huge shout out to CJ, because he just seems to be making not good decisions. I mean, they're just real decisions.
Yeah.
Right? Because one of those things is like, a good decision is relative.
Right.
And it's a matter of perspective. So whether you decide to break up with somebody or not be friends with somebody, that's not a good or a bad thing to me.
Yeah.
That's more of especially at that age, at 16, 17, it's more of just a decision.
Yeah.
And knowing he seems to be establishing and understanding the pros and cons of his decisions.
Yeah.
Really appreciating that. So huge shout out to that dude. I think he's gonna do okay. He's gonna make a crap ton of mistakes.
Ooh,
still, I almost did, and I want to. But he will, and that's okay, because I think he understands the consequences even afterwards. So
Right.
It's been kind of nice.
Yeah.
So
That's fun. He was one of my shout outs, was his internship. So my other one is my sister, my little sister Rebecca. I was talking to her today, and for all the craziness that's happening, that she's trying to move and find a house and all this stuff that's going on.
did people even know that?
You said it last time around here, I
Oh,
think.
really?
I feel like
Okay.
we did.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Her son plays games with his cousins who are a little older than he is, and will say bad words, but he's not allowed to say any bad words. So he was on a video call with them and they were playing games and he said a bad word. And so my little brother was like, hey, I don't know if you know, but Orville was saying bad words. And so she asks him and he's like, I was, Mom. And she's like, okay, that means you're grounded from your iPad for the weekend. And so he's crying and she's like, you still have to tell your dad. And he's like, he's going to ground me for a week. And I was just like, but good on you, because one, it's a weekend. And as parents, you understand that if your kid doesn't have something to do, you're there something to do. And sometimes that can get exhausting when you're like, I just wanted like 5 minutes to myself.
I don't have any more yard for you to clean.
Right.
And when you ask your kid to go break down cardboard, like when they're young, like you have to do it too.
Yes.
I mean, it's not like when you ask them to do a job, you're kind of like, I have to be there the whole time.
Yeah.
When
so
they
you're grounding yourself.
Yeah, you're grounding yourself when
Right.
they're young.
Yeah.
You really are. You when you say you have to do this now, it's like your job just got twice as hard.
Yes.
When they're older, it's different.
Yeah.
Go pout in your room.
Right.
Go pull weeds.
Yeah.
As a teenager, it was like, I don't need to monitor that.
Yeah.
But as a young kid, is like and we call them, I mean, everybody calls them punishments, but they're not. To me, they're like natural. You got to teach them their natural consequences.
Yeah.
Right. Like in real life, if you do too much crap talk on social media or those kind of things, you get banned.
Right.
Right, Ryan? So you get banned from social media if you push it too far, which is a natural consequence as an adult. But as a young kid, you don't understand that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like understanding that so that as an adult,
Right.
you don't get banned from Facebook again.
Right. So I was like, good for you, Becca, because I know it's so much easier to be like, well, next week you'll be grounded for 2 days, but it's good to be like, no, I told you you're going to be grounded if this happens, and we're grounded, no matter what day it is.
And
you're
that's
grounded.
another thing. That's about staying consistent. Whether you, because you don't want to do it at that point.
Right.
You're like, oh, this is going to screw up my whole
Yes.
weekend. But guess what?
Yeah.
It's going to screw up my next 6 months of my life if I don't hold him
Right.
to it, because now he's like, well, you didn't last
Yeah.
time, and blah, blah. It was like, oh, consistency is like the hardest thing to do in the world, and it's exhausting.
So exhausting.
Yeah, you feel like you're up for 57 hours a day. Yeah. That's why I'm always tired, because I'm so consistent.
Yeah, it's like his middle name. Oh gosh. Okay, where are we at?
I don't know.
Keith said I recommend the U-Haul containers. Ryan said U-Haul container on Alcatraz
U-Haul containers. What are you talking about?
for moving.
No,
I went back.
I'm just gonna hire. We're gonna hire some movers. They pick our stuff up, travel it up.
We're hoping to move most of it ourselves.
Yeah,
just the
most of the
heavy
little stuff. Like we're talking about like clothes and
Yeah.
stuff like that. But then when it comes to like couches and
furniture.
furniture, we're like movers come over, take our TV down, and go.
Yeah, that's
Take
the-
take our stuff with them, and then
That's
we'll
the
see you.
goal.
We'll see you 4 minutes from here,
Right.
up the road.
And Keith said for the record, he's in McKinleyville.
Oh, I
That's
think
where
if
it's
you rearrange the letters, it's Alcatraz.
in middle of nowhere. Oh.
The Great Void. No.
And Bailey said,
That's when we get out that little decoder
shit.
ring again. We get out the decoder. Alcatraz.
so weird.
No?
You're so odd. All right, you ready?
I don't know what we're doing.
Advise me not.
Oh, so this is my turn.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot a shout out. Hold on, it's from Valerie. Shout out to the Celtics. Had all 3 of the Orlandos watching together, and she said that's very rare.
This is very rare.
They were good games. They should have swept them. Number 1,
Well,
Celtics.
what's so funny is not funny, but it's like unironically, I guess, that it wasn't a close series. Does
Yeah.
that make sense?
Yeah. Because
'Cause-
usually it's like back
Yeah, I
and forth
was
till
like-
game 7.
Because it is I mean, realistically, the NBA Finals is a cash cow.
Yeah.
You know, so if you buy tickets for a game that you're hoping's gonna actually exist, and when it doesn't,
Yeah.
you know, but when it does, the price is like triple,
Yeah.
right? So it's a cash cow. The longer they go, the more
Yeah.
money they make, which to me doesn't make any sense.
No.
One game, win, lose.
No, it's not as fun.
No, but it was like, but you can do more of them.
Mm.
Does that make sense? I mean, NBA, you could do so many games, but it's one game.
Yeah.
You lose, you go into the loser's bracket. You can bracket it off that
Yeah.
way. I'm just saying you still have the same amount of games.
We don't want to confuse people.
The same. Well,
Listen, shout out to the Celtics.
you don't want to confuse people because they are NBA fans. So yeah, it
The
can get
F?
confusing for NBA fans.
What is happening right now?
I got a number 4 off camera.
Lost his
again.
mind. Lost his
Come on,
mind.
the joke was just sitting right
Sending
there.
Sending that to my dad.
We don't want to make this confusing.
Sending that to Mac.
Mac probably thinks the same thing.
He would never.
He's probably already restructured the whole thing in his brain. I mean,
But he's not making fun of NBA fans.
he might.
He would never.
I would.
I know. Not to his face.
Okay. Wow.
That's right.
The cancel culture is strong with this one. Right?
Oh, gosh.
Strong with you.
All right. we're gonna cheers, and then you're gonna tell everybody about your advice.
Oh, cheers are first. My baby shot.
Yeah.
Slanchava.
Said it.
So, little baby shots.
It's good for us.
All right, so we're doing an advise me not. Here's something I've been watching. I mean, I do watch a lot of podcasts. I think I've said that before. I watch a lot of comedians that do podcasts that are not comedy. That makes sense. So my most recent, like, impactful one was, because I think I've mentioned it before, it's called Blocks with, what's his name?
Neil Brennan.
Neil Brennan.
Mhm.
But the idea behind the podcast was from one of his shows, and the idea came from Jimmy Carr, one of his good friends, which is one of our favorite comedians.
He's hilarious.
From England. He's amazing. But it was his idea to do this, like, dude, you got to do a podcast. So he helped him, produced it, did all that stuff. So they did an episode where Jimmy Carr was the interviewer, and then Neil Brennan was the interviewee. So they just kind of did a little flip thing. And it's not super recent. It's like, well, I guess it's pretty recent, 3 months old. That's pretty recent. Yeah. So there was a part of their relationship when they first met and they got along, and it had a very strong resonance and to me of my relationship with you.
Okay.
And I talked to you about that. I was like, when we first started, like, yeah, I almost said fart.
Sorry.
I was like, how old are you? We finally get into the serious part of it. You turned 2. Fart.
Okay, go.
The idea was when we started dating and said, hey, do you want to take this seriously? We had a conversation of what that means.
Yeah.
Right? We need to see each other at least once a month minimum. We need to do these certain things that we need to make sure and do, spend time with each other, talk to each other this many times a week or whatever. Watch shows together, Skype,
We dated online, in case people are confused by what you're saying.
Yeah, well, we
were
dated
long distance.
We were long distance for like almost a year.
Yeah.
So it was that, but at the beginning when we were just like dating, like talking.
Yeah.
It wasn't that kind of establishment. We had a real conversation about how often do we need to talk on Skype? How often do we need to see each other in person?
Right.
What kind of things. So it was kind of that thing. And these guys, just as friends, when they got along, they met in like Montreal. They had the comedy festival thing. They took a walk, had lunch, and it was a conversation from one to the other. I can't remember. I think it was Brennan to Carr, saying, well, if we're going to be friends, here's where I'm at.
Yeah.
Whenever we're in the same town together, not planned, like they don't, because they travel and they do comedy. Whenever we're in the same town together, we always have lunch together.
Oh, that's nice.
That's what he said. He goes, that's my stipulation for a friendship.
Oh, that's nice.
With you.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Carr goes, I can do that. So ever since then, they've been super great friends because you set the expectation at the beginning. Here's what a real relationship or a real friendship, whatever.
Right.
Here's where my friendship is. And that's why they also started talking about devaluing relationships. Because if you're not going to meet me where you said you would meet me, and that doesn't mean like you change the restaurant.
Right.
It's like meet me in my life or as a friendship. It's like, then you're devaluing my relationship with you.
Yeah.
And we're just not going to move forward with this.
Yeah.
And that's okay. So something happened earlier tonight. Long story long. It kind of rekindled that thought. Was CJ was talking about somebody that one of his friends, one of his people that he has a relationship with, isn't giving back what he's putting into it, even though that person, that's what they wanted from him.
Right.
And he's putting that in, but not getting the same back. And now it's not like that person wanted that from him. So he's giving that to them, but they're not giving that back.
Yeah.
And he's recognizing that.
Right.
Going, how come I'm doing what they want from me, but they're not doing what I want from them?
Yeah.
Which is the exact same thing.
Right.
right?
Yeah.
That's where I put the devaluing relationships, which it could be also valuing relationships, but I think we underestimate devaluing relationships.
Yeah. Because I think it's harder, I think, to when you have a relationship or because I've had a few where I'm just like, you realize you come to the point where you're like, I'm giving more than the other person. In we'll go friendships. Like, I'm giving way more in this
For sure.
friendship than somebody else. And I don't know that for the people for the people where that's happened, I don't know that I've ever sat down and said, I'm giving, like, I want to be on the same page, and I reach out and check on you and see how you're doing more than you do. And so I want more of that friendship. I don't know if I've ever had that with a friendship.
And I don't think I've ever done like this is new to me too.
Yeah.
Like establishing, because you and I did that, but
Right.
in friendships, I don't do that.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't give me the same as I'm giving to them, then I'm kind of just out.
Yeah.
And I don't even give a lot. So realistically, my friends, I consider close friends, we don't talk all the time, but when we do talk, it's real talk.
Right. Same.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's give and take. If it's the ride or die thing, I know we've talked about that before. It's not an establishment of, oh my gosh, they talk to me every day and they complain about their life. I was like, see a therapist.
Right.
You know, no, I mean, I know this sounds, you laugh, but I was like, see a therapist. I can't help you with that.
Yeah.
Right. I was like, just like, I mean, where we're at in life, I can't be your financial advisor.
Right.
So, I mean, I'm trying to get through parenting 5 kids and trying to be a better husband every day. And I was like, I don't have the tools and the training
Yeah.
that other people have. Now, you want to talk about, certain things that I am good at. I was like, cool. But as a friend, I'll be there to listen, those kind of things. But if you want to do that every single day about the same topics,
I'm not that friend.
you might need to seek therapy, because I can't actually help you.
Right.
I mean, I'm looking out for you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you're not going to get the help you need from me.
Have you ever had somebody, like a friend, say, I want a different type of friendship from you? Not like I want to be more romantically involved, but just like, hey, you and I are friends, but I want to hang out more with you, or like I want to, you know what I mean? Like I want to go do more things with you. Oops. And we just don't.
I think no. I don't think so. I think it comes off as more of, bro, I miss you.
Yeah.
I think it comes off more of that. And then you go, I miss you too, man. I was thinking about you the other day. Let's go to lunch. Let's go meet up somewhere. Let's go. It's more of that thing. I don't think there's an expectation at the beginning. And I wish there was, realistically, going forward.
Do you?
I do going forward, because I feel like there was probably some really good relationships that I missed out on because I didn't express what I wanted out of it. They didn't express what they wanted out of it. So we just lost touch.
I think that the people who you want to stay connected with, I don't know that it has to be said all the time.
But it's not all the time. We're not
Like
talking.
even at the beginning, I don't know that has to be.
It's not establishing
said.
a relationship, though. It's like that's literally, to me, that's the whole idea of vows. The whole idea in a relationship is like, why can't we get that on a lighter version of like, bro, when I need you, you gonna be there? Yeah, I will too.
Yeah.
Cool.
I just feel like it's unspoken sometimes.
But sometimes we're getting to an intellect in our society, in our brains. We're evolving.
Yeah.
It needs to be more than that, because we do need more than that now.
Yeah.
We're not Neanderthals
Yeah.
anymore. It's like, so I feel like, and that's what I was saying. It's not that my friends that I have right now and the relationships I have right now, I feel like they're solid.
Yeah.
But I just look back and go, and that's not regret or anything. I was like, there was probably some good ones that, since I didn't establish that boundary of, hey, they wanted me to reach out to them every once in a while, and I could have done that.
Yeah.
I could have done that.
But did you not, because it wasn't it wasn't that important to you?
Well, I just
Like,
didn't.
would you have reached out more because it was important to them?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if somebody's like, hey, every couple months, I like to go out and have lunch with you. I was like, I could do that. I could easily do that.
But I just feel like if it was important, if
To
that
them.
but I feel like if that relationship was important to you, they wouldn't have to have told you that. That wouldn't have to be like,
That's weird.
oh, I would need that.
No, that's wrong. That's totally wrong.
I don't think you could say that.
I think, I mean, well, in that situation, because that if that person, it's really looking at like, if you don't know what I want from you, yet I expect that from you,
Yeah. That's fair.
that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Right? But if you don't like to do dishes, because you don't,
I don't.
okay, if you didn't express that to me, but yet you love to cook dinner, but you never expressed to me that you don't like to do dishes, I'd be like, why aren't you doing this freaking dishes after you do cook dinner?
Yeah.
That's where my brain would be. I was like, that makes no sense. You could just destroy the kitchen and walk away.
Yeah.
But if you can, and we love it because you tell me
I
I,
don't like doing
hate
dishes.
doing
Yeah.
dishes. And I go, got it.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing dishes at all. I did it as a kid all growing up.
Yeah.
That's with no dishwasher.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was like, I'm fine with it. So that's what I mean. I was like, but if you don't tell me that, how am I supposed to just assume that
Yeah.
without you actually expressing that to me? That's what I'm trying to say. It was like, there's a give and take of somebody can say, you know what? I really like this. And the other person goes, I don't really care.
Yeah.
It's nice, but if it makes you happy, I'll freaking do it all the time.
Yeah.
It's no big deal to me. But if you don't know,
Yeah.
and it's a little bit out of your norm, are you just gonna hop up and do it
That's true.
with nobody telling you?
So Valerie was saying some people just click no words needed.
No,
Wait, hold on. Let me say this because I will
for
say
a
this.
short term.
No, I will say this because for as
Bitch.
long as I've known Valerie, we've never had that conversation. But I always feel like even if like I was in Bakersfield, which is not like that close. I mean, it's close to Fresno, but it's not that close to Fresno. I still felt like when I was like in the area, I wanted to be like, I'm so close, but I have zero time. Like I'm exhausted and I can't come by and say hi. Like, and she has never expected that from me.
Right.
But I still feel like I want to let you know that I'm in the area, but I can't stop by. But it's not like that with everybody. I have other people that I know there that I'm like, I drive by your house and I don't feel like I have to tell you that I'm there. Like I don't want you to
That's
know.
a different situation. That's not as common. Those are your ride or dies.
Yeah.
Right? Those are your ride or dies. Your ride or dies are realistically, the ride or die people are usually 1 to 3 people.
It's true.
Okay. But outside of that, you still have relationships
Yeah.
that they don't have to be like ride or die people, but they're still friends. They're still acquaintances. They're coworkers.
Siblings.
They're siblings. All those kind of things. If you don't set that kind of establishment within it. So Valerie's absolutely correct, but it's a lot less common.
Yeah.
And there's 7 billion of us on the planet. And you're saying you just wait for something to click with 3?
It's probably I don't have any friends. It's probably only have like 4.
All I'm saying is relationships are more where we think we're an isolated. I think we talked about this even this last podcast. It was like, you don't know what I'm going through and those kind of things. So, yeah, but I've never been through exactly what you're going through, but I can empathize and feel what you're going through, even if I'm not one of your 1 to 3 ride or dies.
Yeah.
So those people you still see like every 6 months to every year, but you still have some connection because you established at the beginning your expectation. They give you their expectation. You go, cool. If one person goes, every few months, maybe we should have lunch. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
And we live in 2024. You put it in your calendar every 3 months. Is that a big commitment?
It's not. I actually do. So, like, there's a friend of Naomi's, oddly enough, and they've been friends since like high school. And she does that with me and Rebecca. She's like, hey, I want to go have brunch every so often on a Sunday. It used to be once a month, and then things get busy, so it ends up being like once a quarter that we'll go have brunch.
Yeah.
And that's like that's our thing.
Mhm.
That's like the only time we really get together. Sometimes at
Without
events.
that person, would you do it?
No.
That's. I mean, I'm not trying to prove a point because I don't do those things either.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is, in an adult life, now if there's certain people that are very much like you and Valerie's relationship. Got a message from my boy Willie the other day, just about board games and something really funny.
Yeah.
But I haven't talked to him in like 6 months.
Yeah.
I mean, he lives in out of ATL, but I'm just like, we still like when he does that. I was like, oh my gosh, it's so true. I was like,
Yeah.
right, and then we just don't. I mean, that's the people that click.
Yeah.
Right, without the conversation. But sometimes, how many relationships did you miss
Right.
in life because you just didn't have the conversation about what your expectations were?
That's very true.
I mean, you could probably have 5 more really, 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 really good friends
That's very
that are
true.
there for you all the time.
Yeah.
Because if you express what I really want,
Yeah.
that's what I'm. And I'm not.
I'm thinking about like Christina when we did our girls trip. I was like, we should have made a pact that we're doing this every single year. I think we kind of did, drunkenly, but
Do it.
I'm like, we should
Ariel
do
does
this
it
every
at
single
Disneyland
year.
with her girlfriends.
Couldn't do Disney. I think we would
No,
all
I'm-
die. But yes,
Boy, did that.
we should
didn't.
do.
You focused on the wrong point.
No, I know, but I'm like, it is something that we should have been doing every single year, but we've done it once and it was successful, and I'm like, I think that's like I feel like we made a pact to do it every single
We
year.
can vamp on that.
Wait at the tinkle.
Pee real bad.
Ooh, Midge. I killed it. Christina said, yeah, we sort of did. I think we said a beach. Yes.
You said Christina was drunk?
No, Christina was not drunk. Poor Christina. She was stuck with me and Valerie, who were a little saucy. But I don't know. Relationships are odd. Friendships are odd. I probably have like 4 people who know me really well and a bunch of people who I feel like I'm there for them more than they are for me. And I feel like that's an issue. I don't know how to tell people that they're being overbearing, kind of thing, of like, hey, every once in a while, like, you could see me crying and you're still talking about yourself. Like, that's probably not a good place to be. But as an adult, I'm just like, we're just not going to talk anymore. Like, I've learned my lesson. You're not somebody I can go to for like to be vulnerable or to have conversations with. So we're just going to end this and we're just not going to have a conversation anymore. And then we're going to move on for our lives. But I think it would be interesting to like meet somebody and like, I kind of think we could be friends. Here's what I want from this relationship. I don't know if I could do it. I feel like that would be kind of weird for me. I'm too awkward, I think, to be like, hey, I like you. We should be friends and we should hang out every Saturday and do yoga. But the people who I like you guys should come to yoga with me because that's not weird because I like you. He's coming back. Oh, dang it. I blocked it. He's back. What are you staring at? Oh.
There's a dark man in the corner.
Jeez.
What is he doing? He's stealing my boxes.
See, Valerie's kind of with me. She was saying that's why I don't have any new friends. Because to have that conversation with someone to be like, I can't even tell somebody, hey, I like you, we should be friends. I feel like already that's like, this is too much for me.
But that's fine. I'm
Let
not
alone saying, hey, we should be friends. Here's what I want from a friendship.
I think, no. It comes after. It comes after you've already established, like, hey, I'm getting along with it. You don't have to say, hey, I'm getting along with you. But guess what? Some people do.
Yeah.
You got to understand the intelligence of human beings that say that to another person.
Yeah.
The social and emotional awareness of them going, think about yourself as a 3 or 4-year-old. And you go up to a person, you barely say words. I mean, full cognitive sentences, but you can say, you want to be friends?
Yes. Oh, it's so hard.
No, but there's already a feeling with that other person that you want to be friends. The feeling's already there,
Yeah.
right? but it goes spoken. And then for some reason over the years, you can't say that. That's weird.
I know.
And that makes I want to say it makes no sense in my brain, but I'm the same way. I'm not, but in my brain, I was like, how many times do you see a person and go, I'd like to be their friend?
I've had conversations with people, and when I'm done, I'm like, I feel like we could have been friends.
Did you say that to them?
No.
That's kind of my point.
I say, I really like their outfit. I really like your outfit.
Right. I was like, I
it.
feel that so many times
Yeah.
in life. And then you don't say it and you go, but how many times did you not establish that conversation at the beginning and you not lost out because you never had it,
Yeah.
but so many things that you might have had,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. Christina was saying, that's why that's what I struggle with. I feel like there were some friends who I felt never made any time for me. I gave and made them a priority when they made me an option. I cut out those friendships.
I did too.
That's the part, right? Where like, you're like, I am here for you and I got you. And they're like, well, when I'm free, we'll see what we can do.
Then I'm out.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, I've been that way for quite a while now.
Yeah.
I used to not be, this is a long time ago because I'm an old guy. But no, I'd have to say like my late 20s, early 30s,
Mm-hmm.
I was definitely like that. I was like, I'm making all this time and we're doing all these things that you want to do and all kind of stuff. And I was like, hey, do you want to? I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, what are you up to? I was like, I'm just sitting at home. I'm like, but I made all that,
Yeah.
So from that point forward, I was kind of like, I'm just going to weed those out. And anybody that clicks with me, I'm good.
Yeah.
But I also go, how many people along the way did I see that I probably could have connected with if I would have just said something?
Yeah. That is the hardest part. Is
No, it is.
saying something.
Absolutely.
Because I've had so many good conversations, like traveling. I've had so many good conversations with people where I'm like, man, I feel like you'd be really fun to hang out with because you like music. Me and my husband like going to music, and like there's all that like good connection. And then you're like, all right, see you later.
It was literally the video that my buddy Willie sent over.
Yeah.
It was a video of a couple that plays Dungeons and Dragons, whatever you like.
Yeah.
Insert name here.
Puzzles.
And then you see another couple that seems to be interested in a similar thing. And then you go over and talk to them and you sound like you're swingers. I was like,
That's the issue.
we're like, no, we just want to go see a concert. Like, and we thought you guys would enjoy it with us.
Yes.
We're not talking about sexy time.
Right.
We're not talking about,
No upside down pineapples
yeah,
here.
we're like, that's not our, we do like pineapples, but the right side up. I mean, that's just who we are. Are we?
Yes.
So, no, that was the whole gist of that. It was kind of like, we can be that, and it makes it looks awkward,
Yeah.
but the less awkward we make it and the more boundaries we understand about ourselves and the other person, and not understand about ourselves and respect the other person's boundaries, all of a sudden a relationship starts.
Yeah.
Like, whether it be a very relaxed relationship of like, we talk to each other like every couple of years, like, hey, whenever I'm in Georgia,
Yeah.
or I was like, hey, whenever I was like, cool, I'll hit you up, and that might be it.
Yeah.
And you may never go to their state,
Right.
and then you never hit them up. But if you do, and they go, dude, I was there, like, they barely go, oh, dang, there's a concert going out, because we know we both like going to concerts.
Yeah.
We both like comedy shows. We both like,
Yeah.
because
Hey, this
that's
is happening. We should
that's
go do
where we
this.
met.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's what I mean by that. I was like, there's so many people on this planet that you can connect with without having like this overly, like, we chat on the phone 7 times a day,
Right.
or we have sex 3 times a week, or we're married now. It's like, there's so many more relationships
Yeah.
you can have that are just friends, not good friends, not great friends, not ride or dies, but just friends. And they're a little bit above acquaintances.
Right.
But I mean, we're getting smarter. We're evolving, guys.
Yeah.
Like, socially and emotionally, we should be evolving, not going, nah, I'm good. This is who I am.
Have my 3.
Yeah.
Christina also said, I love watching little kids meeting new friends. They're like, hey, you want to be my friend? We as an adults can't do that. We can.
You
We
can.
choose not to.
No, we can.
Yeah, because there was one person I met who was like that, and that was Kelsey. Kelsey's like, we had a conversation. We talked about some stuff. She's like, we should be friends, and I'm like, okay.
That's happened multiple times in our life.
Yeah.
We have another.
That's true.
We have other people right now.
Yeah.
That have come up and said we should be friends.
Yeah.
Do you want to be friends? They said that.
Find some gaming nerds. Gaming nerds are good at saying, "Do you want to be my friend?"
Because most gaming nerds don't get out of their house,
Right.
so they don't understand the social norms, which to me I think
Or
is
unnorms.
healthier.
Yeah.
Because I
They
feel
just
like
say, "Do you want to be my friend?"
yeah,
Can we hang out?
Because I feel like social norms are weirder than saying something like that.
Yeah.
In my brain, because it's also one of those things like, hey, do you want to be friends? And you go, I really don't have time for those kind of things. And they go, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then we move on with our lives. If we could get to that point, we would be so healthy.
Yeah. What we say is, "Hey, we like you. Do you want to come to our house and play board games with some other people? And we'll have food and desserts."
Yeah. Here's a pineapple. Swoop.
We don't say that.
No, I'm just saying that's the whole gist. That's
Yeah.
what some people are like, I'm good.
No. And then we show them the picture of board games. They're like, "Oh, you mean actual board games?" They're like, "Obviously." What do
Not
you mean?
Naked Twister.
Ew. No. No one needs
You want to
that.
play Naked Twister
No.
with me?
No.
Oh, wow.
It's 107 outside.
I might just stop talking and pass out. No, that's what I was kind of like devaluing relationships, because I feel like on all this level, it's like, and I'm not talking about the relationship you're currently in. I'm
Yeah.
talking about relationships completely. We have devalued relationships
Yeah, that's true.
just in general.
I agree with that. We definitely have.
Get like actually getting to know somebody. It doesn't even have to be deep.
Yeah.
Getting to know somebody on a super shallow level all the way down to deep.
Yeah.
And everybody can fit into whatever. Because there's so many people that I don't know anything about, but we get along great because we like to drink beer.
Yeah.
Or we like to play a certain game.
Yeah.
Or we like the same show. Or we like the same car. Or it's like, have those shallow relationships
Yeah.
where that's your boundary.
Your kids have friends because they like the same color. I mean,
Yes.
we could make friends, people.
I mean, there's certain people that they have a layer of friends because they like the same car.
Yeah. Or
Like
TV show.
Or like we all drive a Prius.
Right.
Why do you think so popular are all the groups that are on freaking Facebook
Right.
about a certain subject? Why do you think that exists?
Yeah.
Because that connection is needed.
Yeah.
To have other people that have a common interest in one thing, maybe two, maybe three.
Yeah.
It's needed. There's moms groups out there.
Oh, there's so many moms.
Yeah,
groups.
and then you're like, get out of it because like I don't agree with them,
It's too far.
right? But
Yeah.
take one focal point. Star Wars fans,
Right. Yep.
they're not friends.
No.
But they are
But
friends
they can nerd out together.
on a very high level.
Yeah. Ryan said, "Literally all text from me is, 'I have beer, come over.'" And Keith said, "I have beer, Ryan."
But realistically, I was like, think about that. You got to be a little bit more, not shallow, but it was like, there's certain things that I like.
Yeah.
And if somebody else likes them, let's talk about it.
And I feel like every friendship doesn't have to be super, like, it doesn't have to be the ride or die. It doesn't have to be like
Your
they
ride
know
or die is
every
the deep
single
one.
thing about me. Yeah.
I feel like ride or die is your deep friendship.
Yeah.
Right. And
I don't know
then
how to make.
the shallow ones, not shallow,
shallower.
not in a derogatory
Right.
sense, like not shallow, but just like we have one common interest.
Yeah.
Like there's some people that I've chatted with just about what is it called? Marvel the Crisis one.
Oh yeah.
What is it called?
Marvel Crisis.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Protocol.
Crisis
Marvel
Protocol. I have one or two people that we talked about just that game.
Yeah.
And we talk about it like maybe every once a year. That's it.
Yeah.
There's a few people like Solo Leveling, the manga. Like that's something that a few people we talk about.
What I'm hearing is that I gotta get out and get some hobbies.
I do too.
need to get some
But we
things.
also need to go, hey, that's cool. I like that too.
Yeah.
Why is that a problem?
You know what we?
Why is a midge trying to flap my nose?
It's so big in there.
It is. I have really big I have a big nose. There's so many places to live. This is like a 5-bedroom for a
But
midge.
I think that's also the hard thing because we've had the conversation before of like how to make friends as an adult. And I think that's part of this. Like, I think relationships have gotten devalued so much is because we don't know how to make friends anymore.
Yes, that's absolutely true.
And it's like, so when we have like 1 or 2 friendships and people are like, you can have more, and you're like, how?
But nobody says that anymore. And that's what I'm saying is nobody, not nobody, but it's getting rarer for people to say, or more rare.
More
Is it
rare.
more rare
Very
for
well.
people to say that you need to find more or get more friends. It's like, no, just have your group of people. It's like, that's what I mean by we are relationships with other people. We have taken the value out of it.
Yeah.
We've been, and I don't know, this in Western culture or United States, we are so divided. It's disgusting.
That's true.
It's disgusting.
It's very true.
Right? So the relationships with other people that agree with you on just one point, but disagree with you on 90,
Mm-hmm.
and we shut them out. Or the other part, you can agree on 99 things, and one disagreement is
Yeah.
the one.
Yep.
And it could be multiple different things, but that one thing separates us.
Yeah.
That our
Now we
friendship,
can no longer be friends because we don't agree on the one thing.
the one thing.
Yeah.
And we can talk about, I mean, you can take about that thing as your religious belief, your political belief. You can even break it down to one simple like moral.
Your food
Disagreement.
choice, vegan versus meat-eating.
You going against vegans right now?
And I know. I
So
love vegans. They're delicious.
so
Kidding.
that was actually really funny. So no, but there, if you disagree with me on a social issue, a moral issue, a religious issue, that doesn't mean you can't be my friend.
It depends on some moral issues.
If it's immoral, that's not a moral issue.
Yeah.
Now,
That's a whole nother podcast. But yes, it is.
no.
Yes, because
If
who
it's
decides?
immoral, I do.
So it is a moral issue.
Duh. No, I know. I know all the right answers for every moral issue. But I feel like that's where we're coming down to is like everybody thinks they have more morality than the other person.
Yeah.
Right? But I mean, if everybody's, because we've talked about this before too, is like most of society, most of us as people want the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? The outliers are the ones that have created this autonomy? Is it autonomy or disconnect
Disconnect's good.
of people inside? So the people that have these certain outlying values are the ones that are creating us to devalue our relationships with other people.
It's true.
And that's insane.
Yeah.
'Cause-
It is weird. Like we've gotten to this place where it's like the only people who you should hang out with are people who have the same views as you.
Do you know what that
And
is?
that's odd.
That's a meta algorithm.
Yeah.
That's what algorithms are for.
God, how
That's what
boring that is.
algorithms have established.
Yeah.
What's funny is, not funny, but what sucks is that didn't exist before.
Yeah.
Before we had these algorithms where we scroll through
Yep.
every social media and you get all the ads that you want to look
Only
at
for you.
and
Yeah.
all the information that you want to look at.
Yeah.
Before that was occurring, people would just talk about it.
Right. They'd argue, but it's still
They-
a conversation.
Yeah, they would
Yeah.
argue, and guess what? Still be friends at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Still go to the same movies together. You would have a discussion that could become an argument.
Yeah.
And they might even, I mean, it's so scary to me. So stop devaluing relationships with people, especially the people that you don't 100% agree with.
Yes.
Like, find your percentage.
Yeah.
Is it 51? Is it 3? Is it 99?
Go tell somebody, I want to have lunch every time I see your face.
I was like, every really good friend that I have, even my ride or die people, we do not agree on everything.
No, that'd be so weird.
That's creepy.
Yeah.
Like, I have friends that are anti-gun.
Yeah.
Like ride or die people. Then I have ride or die people that are so pro-gun, it's insane.
Yeah.
And also everyone in the middle. Do you know why? Because that's what humans are supposed to do.
Right.
We're supposed to understand each other and evolve and move forward. If we do this, we separate from each other.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, aliens come down. They
Civil
go, "You guys are
War."
idiots." Civil War, forget it. Aliens go like, "You guys can't even."
I'm at that one movie that's out.
Oh,
Yeah.
all I'm saying is like, if aliens came and went down to the planet, we couldn't agree on anything.
No.
I was
It'd still
like,
be an argument.
I don't know which one. They were like, "I'm out."
Yes, they're all stupid.
I was like, I was just coming down to help you be better and have more food, but you guys are dumb. You can't even agree on anything.
That's facts.
So,
Good topic. I liked it. It was good.
well, throwing pens.
You want to play a game?
I guess.
Naked Twister. I'm just kidding.
Let me get my pineapple.
Oh.
Are we really playing a game?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. So, all right, we'll do that.
Is this the one that's bonus round? Oh gosh. This
Yeah.
is the weird one. Oh, it doesn't make the noise.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, it
there
does. Can I have it?
No, because you're gonna go crazy.
I love that thing.
Wait, what's the difference? Oh, these are the uncensored ones?
It literally says on the box, like every corner of the box that you see right now.
Ooh.
Did you see the box you picked up? It says uncensored. I can see five times where uncensored. It says uncensored. 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You should keep saying words.
I know. I was like,
It's pretty
I'm just
hard.
gonna be, the cordial, nice guy and go 4
Mm-hmm.
times 2.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I don't even remember how to play this game.
We have 5 seconds to say whatever's on the card. For example, this one says, name 3 pain in the butt bosses.
3 bosses in the butt? What?
3 pain in the butt bosses that you've had.
Good Lord.
Ready? I give you a long time to think.
I have to actually. What are we doing? Okay, so I have to name them in 5. What is this?
You have 5 seconds.
Oh, 5 bosses.
I'm not going to use that one because you've had way too much time to think now.
I know. I was vamping.
I know. Jerk. Okay. Oh, how are these uncensored? We'll go with this one. Okay, ready? Name 3 places you would hate a hidden camera.
My butt, your nose, my nose.
No, that's not good enough.
Mhm.
We're going to move on because you've already...
How is that not a good answer?
You can't say butt twice. No, you can't say nose twice.
I said my nose and your nose.
That's not...
2 different noses.
No. Okay,
That's
go.
2 different places.
Okay.
Because it said places. That's 2 different places.
Go. Ryan's answer for pain in the butt bosses. Sarah, Rebecca, and Scooter. It's a fair answer.
That is a fair answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
I agree with 2 out of 3 of
I feel
those.
like my thing is so off.
Tell me which 2 you think I'm thinking about.
Are you saying it's me?
No, it's like I said 2 out of 3.
So me and you.
2 out of 3.
All right, let's do this. Pick a
It's
card.
up to you. What? Why do they look the same?
Because they are. Some of them aren't very uncensored. They're just meh.
Yeah.
I
Ready?
don't know. I'm scared. Yes.
I took a peek.
Okay.
Do I flip it after I ask?
Yes.
Can I do this first?
Look, he's already cheating. No, nobody.
I'm
liked that
shaking them
noise.
down to the bottom. It's fine. Look. That totally made it better, didn't it? All right.
Okay.
Name 3.
They're two different things.
I know. That's cheating, though. You'll see them for future.
Okay.
Name 3 places you find prostitutes.
The alley, a cab, strip club. That could be wrong. I kind of generalized there. I apologize for my answer.
The strip club.
Let's be real. Strange things happen there.
I've only been once in my whole life.
I already said the cab. I feel like
Oh, for sure.
there's probably hookers
No.
in the cab.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's what the movies have told me.
Right? Why do you think they called it Lyft?
What?
You know.
Oh, I see what you're saying now.
No, I don't. That's just named a rideshare place.
Those aren't cabs, those are ride shares.
Same.
You have the whole box. You have to put it in the middle so we could share.
Oh,
You just keep stealing it. Thanks.
stole your box.
And the thingy.
I think I put mine over there, though.
You just put it back in here.
Yeah,
Okay. Ready?
front to back.
Name 3 hallucinations.
Boogers, ghosts, dogs.
Why is a booger a hallucination?
Okay, so have you ever picked your nose and you thought it was a booger there, but it's not there?
What?
Hallucination.
No?
Yes.
Okay.
Ghost,
I guess. Well, yeah.
and then a dog.
Okay, dog doesn't count.
Scooby Doo. You ever watch Scooby Doo?
I think you're just cheating at this point.
No, I mean those.
You're breaking.
You've never actually thought you picked your nose and then you go there. It's
That's
it's not there.
hallucination.
Yeah, you hallucinate. You thought it was there, but it's not. What's the definition of hallucination?
I don't know, but I feel like you're wrong.
Those are great answers.
Okay, go to the next card, sir.
How am I? I think I'm playing the game right.
I don't think so. You're breaking it again. What's that noise?
I need my squeaker.
You
Ready?
got this. Yeah. Noise is terrible. Go.
Just making sure it's working. All right.
Booger.
Hallucination. Nickname 3 nicknames for urination.
A piss, a wee, a tinkle.
Nope.
Why?
A piss means a joke.
No.
Taking a piss.
It's only if you're European or British. I think those were good answers. I think I got that one.
Mine
I've
were
gotten
good too.
better at this game than I thought. I feel like maybe these are easier. Okay, let's go with these because I think these are harder. Non-censored.
Non-censored or harder?
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense.
they are. I want this one back, actually. This one was a good one.
Do you know how
Okay, ready?
uncensored works?
Name 3 male country singers.
Blake, Billy, Allen.
You have to say names. You can't just say first names.
Blake Shelton. What'd I say? I said Blake,
Billy.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
This is longer than 5 seconds.
And then what was the other one?
Said Alan.
Yeah.
Nope.
I couldn't get that one, but I know there's an Allen.
No, that doesn't count.
The
You've
first two I
lost.
actually had the names, but the last one was like Allen. There has to be an Allen. Oh, I was thinking of Jason Aldean. Actually,
The funny thing is, I knew you were thinking Aldine. I was like, it's going
when I did say Allen, I was thinking of
because we
Aldean.
just talked about Aldine.
I
before
know
the show.
that was like
Hilarious.
I said Allen instead.
Oh, Valerie said Alan Jackson.
See,
You know, you.
I got it.
That's not what you.
So I
meant at
got it
all.
right.
No,
This is rigged.
go.
I know who Alan Jackson is too. That's funny. All right,
Oh crap.
you want to play? You want to play games with me? The universe is going. Hey, Sarah, you want to be like that?
Okay.
Name 3 professional hockey teams.
Oh gosh. The Blue Jays. The Red Jays. The.
Eh.
I don't watch hockey.
Sharks.
Are they professional?
Yes.
Are they minor
San
league?
Jose.
They're not minors.
Kraken.
Oh, the Kraken. I forgot about them. He's had time to think. That's why he only has 2. Go ahead.
I only have 2.
Who did Gretzky play for?
Don't know.
Me either.
I don't remember.
Ooh, Keith got it. Sharks, Bruins, Flyers. I don't watch hockey.
Bruins should have been one. I mean,
Gosh,
and
dang it.
because we should have known Bruins. Wasn't that on the
Oh, it was.
Million Little Things?
Yes,
That
we
was
should have
Bruins.
known that.
That's the one I should have known. No, Kraken. I was like,
Yeah,
like-
I should have. I should have got Kraken. Okay,
But
ready?
the Sharks, like everybody talks about the Sharks.
I know. One day, golf and hockey. I'll get into it.
And what is the name?
Baseball.
Aldean. Jason Aldean.
Aldean. Ready? Name 3 reindeers.
Dixon, Pluto, Robin. I feel like they were all close. Those were all close.
Dixon, Pluto, and Robin.
They were all close, right? I mean, Robin, he went by Rudolph.
Oh gosh. I know that you didn't get Rudolph.
That's a lot of
Whew.
pressure. The pressure that goes on in my brain when it comes to timed games like this is insane.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I feel like those were easier because you could say whatever you wanted.
Yeah, but like right here, I was like, I might have to go to the hospital. I had an aneurysm.
Oh, it was great. All right, your turn.
I can't think of it now. Like it broke my brain.
I'm trying to sing the song.
Here
Comet.
comes Dixon and
Uh-huh.
Robin.
Nope. It's definitely not a Robin. Pluto. Is there a Pluto? I don't
No,
even
there's
know.
not.
Comet? I think
Cupid.
Cupid. Dixon
There's
is.
no
Is there a
Cupid.
Dixon?
There's no Comet and Cupid. Is
There's
there?
a comet for sure. Dancer, Prancer. How did I get those
Oh, is there a Brexit? Is there a Brexit? Is Brexit a
two?
reindeer?
Oh, jeez. It's because it's not Christmas time. It's too hard.
It's kind of like,
Oh, gosh. Okay, go.
couldn't they just make him call him Jason, Billy,
No, it's not as cute.
Allen,
No more Allens. Go ahead, pick a card.
Barry Allen?
That's the Flash.
That's why it was a good joke.
Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do.
Hmm.
Name 3 styles of shoes.
Loafers, tennis shoes, flats,
Oh,
wedges, heels. I name more than 3.
Well, you don't get bonus points. Now it just got dumb.
All right.
No,
Oh gosh. No, that one's lame.
no, you can't. What?
What? You should have went breeds of dogs.
Wait, I didn't flip the card. I'm
Oh, you
playing.
should flip it.
I'm playing the real rules. I'm not choosing the question I ask you. I just choose. I don't go. Which one's the hardest?
Ready?
You,
Name 3 titles in a wedding party.
you, me.
No.
Officiant.
Titles.
Oh, you, me, and officiant.
No. You and me is not a title.
Yeah, you,
No.
me, officiant.
You lost it just for that.
How?
You gotta say bride, groom,
Oh,
those things. Okay.
party crasher.
I was gonna say next. Good.
No, I can't.
All right, take too long. My turn.
We want to do PG.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, ready? You'll like this one. Name 3 festivals.
Yours, mine, Aftershock. Welcome to Rockville.
Dude, all you do is hear about festivals on this freaking thing all the time. How do you not have 3?
I have plenty. It's not as funny.
You're ridiculous. All right, we're done. with
And
this.
also, like, my brain shuts off. All I could think of actually was Aftershock. That's all I could think of. Then I go, oh, yeah, welcome to Rockville.
Oh, jeez. Okay, that was a
Sick
good
New
game.
World.
That was it. We've done it. I know. I was like, you've been to more than 3
When we
festivals.
were young.
Right.
No, but at first, like, when you ask the question, my brain goes blank. And I just say stuff. No, I'm not joking. Like, it's not even for the joke. Like, my brain actually just goes, nope.
I hate timed games.
And it quits.
That's why I chose this one. I thought you'd be better. Well,
Wow.
karaoke time now, guys.
Wow. Wow.
We're in it.
Wow. Everybody, come on over. Let's play some karaoke. You play karaoke?
We're gonna play karaoke and make chocolate chip cookies.
Oh. All right. We will see you guys very soon. We're gonna have a new studio very soon.
Yeah.
Maybe by next Friday.
Nah,
Maybe.
we won't.
Internet's up. All you have to do is move the stuff.
Telling you right now, we won't. But until then,
Dunno. Go show up in real life because we love you very much.
Yes.
And let us know when we come visit you because we
Yes,
will.
please.
You know we will.
Yeah.
Even though,
Even in McKinleyville, we'll go.
Alcatraz. Get the decoder. See you soon, all.
Bye. You pushed the wrong button.
And I loved it. Bye.
She has buttons.